Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go, fellas.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Able to push his way through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Here we go, fellas.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Great.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
No. Check, Patriot.
Now Cohen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They run. This is Cohen. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rosen. And caught it up.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Room to run past midfield. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action here on first down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, Rosen. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Detroit!
On third and short, Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And Brate has it over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Rosen on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
This is Cohen. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. The toss running left. It's Drake, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. McCaffrey on the return. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. It's caught. Jones. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Trying to punch it in with Henry. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Come on now.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it 21-8. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch 81, watch 81. Detroit! Detroit! Check 52. Like 52, like 52. Detroit! Detroit! 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hold this.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And an alley to run. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that 1st down in the process. To throw is Rosen, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now it's Rosen looking. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Off the toss, Cohen. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Gun, 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 gun. Single. Hold the look, hold. 58 Mike, 58 Mike. No gain on this defense, no gain.
On first down, it's Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. His throw at the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Sammy Watkins, as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 98 yards. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On third down, Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So making 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On second down, here's Rosen. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Rosen to throw. And Boyd has it over the middle. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard. On the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Out of the gun, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Rosen. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They shakes him off. And now running right through it. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Newton now on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go, it's Rosen on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Still a lot that can happen, but you think they get points on this drive, even if it's just 3. Should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play caller right now, being on the plus side of the 50, you're thinking exactly what you're saying. Get 3, get out of here with at least that. But hey, you might have a chance to put 6 on the board and really take control.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Derrick Henry, 28 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
Gun!
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Rosen looking to throw. Going deep here, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Rosen will throw. Forced out to his left. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. Rosen off the play action. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And solid field position here to start. As they get it out to the 40-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off. And, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Another run, this time McCaffrey. Gets around him, and he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Dixon. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now on 1st, Dixon again. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They stay on the ground with Dixon. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, "We don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision."
Zach Line with it, the fullback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yeah. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Browns, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.